What's up, guys? Adam Palmer, the Freelance King, and we are on location right now taking questions and just helping spread awareness of being able to work remotely wherever you are in the world. Just a couple things that you want to make sure you have in place if you're trying to get going with working online. First off, you're going to want a computer. And I do suggest getting this MacBook Air because the battery life is insane. It lasts basically all day and then some. You know, this thing is like 5 or 6 years old. Yeah, about five years old. Okay, it's the M1 MacBook Air. You can get these things for like $600 used, maybe even less. And it is a beast. And one of the things I like most about it is that it can just be charged with USB-C. Now that means that like, you don't have to have like power inverter or anything like that, and you have to lug around different charging units. You can generally just plug this in with like normal cell phone wattage. And I think that's great. The second thing that you want is internet, obviously. And so if you're around in Europe or in America, you want to make sure that you have different eSIMs and different or a regular SIM if you have an older phone, but you need to be able to have good service and be able to not rely on public Wi-Fi. You want to be able to turn your phone into a hotspot wherever you are, because that way, you know, I've seen so many places say that they have Wi-Fi, and so people become reliant on that. And it's just not a good idea because a lot of these times the Wi-Fi is being shared by a lot of people. It's going to be super slow, super spotty, and there's a risk that your data is not secure. And the last thing you want working with clients and having all of their data possibly get out into the hands of the wrong people. So you want to be cognizant of that. Always have a SIM, always have maybe even a backup, because you want to turn your device into a hotspot. The other thing is power. So, you know, obviously I got the Jeep that can help power my phone, my laptop, but also you want to get yourself one of these bad boys. And this is, this thing's like a pretty real deal unit. This will cost you like $300 or $400, but this is a big ass battery, and this can be charged with the car inside a home, and it will power your devices. I know that I mentioned that the MacBook Air stays, you know, powered like all day, which is awesome. But if you are going to be traveling a really long distance, maybe in a place that it's going to be difficult to recharge, and you don't want to always turn your car on. If you're going to be spending a few days at like a campsite like this, you want to make sure that you have power just in case, because the last thing you want to do is have all sorts of dead product. Now I also have other secondary little smaller batteries, external batteries and things like that, and that's good, but that's only going to get you like one more charge, right? So you want to be able to depend on a home base for your power, and this thing will charge my devices up 10-15 times and get you to that next part of the remote work experience. And the other thing is clients, right? Like you need people that are going to be able to fund your remote working endeavors. And so if you aren't yet on a platform like Upwork or Fiverr, I do suggest that you start taking these platforms seriously, because there's tons of work available. You just need to establish yourself on there. And I have a lot of different resources available for that. If you're looking to get into freelancing, if you check out freelanceking.com, I've got a lot of resources there you can download, see how you can start to develop a profile, get your portfolio up in check, and learn how to create projects that are going to be attractive for prospects so they can start hiring you and you can live this life. So these are the fundamentals, guys. You need power, you need internet, and you need clients. Once you get those dialed in, the world right now is your oyster. Thanks so much.